Good morning, everybody. This is Nate from the Kraemer Life. Today is June 9th, and that means that we've had the sheep for 5 days. This is day number 5 here on the homestead for the sheep for the Golden Girls. They are ready to move. Katie and I are ready to move them. They have done a really good job in the current paddock that they're in. It was the first paddock for the pigs. Started to overgrow a little bit. Sheeps came in and knocked that all down. They are now ready to move to greener area so they have more to eat. I've been supplementing their feed with some hay and some alfalfa pellets, but I want them to tackle areas of the property that don't require me to feed them, and so we can raise them for nearly for free. My plan today is to get them moved, to first set up their new paddock, and I'm going to set it up so there's 2 paddocks in one. I'm going to make a large area and then divide the paddock in half, so that way I can have them focus on one area and then easily move them to the second area. So the area that we're going to focus on is here and over here. In fact, I'm going to zoom or pan over here. We want to go around these 3 trees back behind that big brushy area, parallel to the trailer, and then come out right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get the paddock set up with the step-in posts. We bought another 50 step-in posts. These are yellow. Interesting. So I'm going to get those set up right now, maybe put you on time lapse and get that going, and then I'll start running the wire. Got to try to figure out how I'm going to do this. But anyway, let's get the paddock set up. Whew, all right. Well, setting up the new sheep paddocks took a little bit longer than I thought. Probably 2 hours or so. Anyway, I got it figured out, got it finished. They're going to be ready to move here very soon. Let me take you on a walkthrough of the setup. All right, so here is the beginning of the paddock, I'll just call it. Obviously we have our RV over here, and the driveway, I'm standing in the driveway, goes this way. The entrance to the driveway's right over there. I've decided that I'm going to use 3 wires. It's at the 2, 4, 6, and 8 mark. Let's see here. It parallels the RV and it goes to that tree back by the RV. In fact, Nate, why don't you show them where it ends and where it starts curving around. Great. Okay, so here's where it ends on this side, and then we come up over here and we go around the brush area up towards where the chickens are. This is where the chickens were, and then you can see that it kind of curves around over there. So I'm going to have Nate show you where it curves over there. Okay, so then it continues. Here you can see it continues to the corner there and then heads back down to the driveway. Let's head over there really quick and I'll show you. We'll just head this direction over here. And you can see, let's see here, let's get us positioned correctly. You can see that it just head straight down to the driveway, where the other Nate is going to show us. Okay, and now it curves back around and follows the driveway. Now we do have a little bit of a cutout here, because when we pull up the driveway here, I like to back the truck in front of the carport, and the way that I do that is I pull into the yard right here. So I made a little indentation where I can pull the truck in here, and then I like to back it in front of the carport over there. So this remains so I can use it for the truck and for our visitors. This is also where I installed a gate. So this is where the goats will come in, and when we're ready, we can just remove these guys We can remove these 3 and the goats can go right in, and this will be paddock number 1. So paddock number 1 will be all of this brush area really close to the RV. We want them to get all of this stuff. It's all luscious green deliciousness for them, and we want it gone. And when they're done with this area, then they will move into paddock number 2, which is already set and ready for them. And the way that they're going to enter into paddock number 2 is right up here. I'll show you. So this is the dividing wire for paddock number 1 and 2. And what we'll end up doing is just moving this step-in post, pull it up, move it out of the way, and they can walk in through into paddock number 2. I purposely did 2 step-in posts here, so that way I can just basically make this a gate. So I think that'll work out quite well. So I'm very excited about this. Oh, one more thing, the charger. So we're using a solar-based charger. It is the charger for the chicken netting that I got back in Portland. It's a Premier One charger. I think it'll work out well. I already set it up and tested it with the tester, and it's hitting at 8,000. So I feel good about keeping the sheep in with this. I didn't have a grounding rod for this. I only have 2 grounding rods. So I ended up using the metal stakes that are at the bottom of the charger here to keep it in the ground as the grounding rods. And I hooked up the grounding wire to that metal stake down below, and I made sure to water the ground really well. That's the trick to getting a good solid grounding for your electric fence, is that you want the grounding rod to have nice wet soil around it, not dry soil. So I soaked it with some water from a 5-gallon bucket and stuck it in there, and it's hitting at 8,000, so that's good. So we're ready to move the sheep. I'm just waiting for Katie to get off of work because she's going to help me. It's probably going to go fine. They're good about following me now when I have treats in my hand, but I just want to be safe, so I'm going to do it when Katie's off work. All right. I have another project I want to work on, so let me get set up for that, and I'll get right back to you, and I'll show you what I'm going to work on next. I forgot to mention one thing on the setup of the paddock here for the sheep, and that is these step-in posts. They are not good for corner pieces. They just don't have enough strength to them. They bend really easily, but that's all I have are these step-in posts. And so what I ended up doing on the corner pieces where I was getting a lot of bend in the step-in posts is I took these rigid poles that were part of the electric netting for the chickens, and I used them as stabilizers. And so what I ended up doing, putting these in the ground pretty close to it, and then using zip ties to connect the two and bring the step-in post backwards from its bend state. So this is working pretty well, and until I actually get some actual corner pieces, some movable corner pieces for our temporary paddocks for both the sheep and the pigs, this is the solution that I'm going to use. All right, I'm prepared, finally. It took a while. For you, not so long. For me, a long time. I was going to spray our yard around the RV and kind of the common areas that the dogs are and that we go to for ticks and for other nasty bugs like mosquitoes. One of the things I didn't want to do is just lay down a bunch of chemicals. All right, I ran across this stuff online somewhere. It's called wondercide. Okay. So this is their outdoor flea and tick and mosquito killer. And this stuff is supposed to be all natural. The main ingredient that does the killing is cedar wood oil. And Katie and I have been using cedar wood oil along with some other oils, which I don't remember right now. Katie could tell you, but she's working in our own homemade spray that we put on ourselves. We spray on our boots and our pants and our arms and neck and head and all that kind of stuff before we go working out in the yard. And it does help quite a bit getting those bugs to stay away from you. This is a more concentrated version of it, and supposedly this will actually kill the ticks and fleas. I don't think we have a flea issue here, but we definitely have a tick issue here. And it'll also kill adult mosquitoes, but not the larvae. And I'm going to use just a regular sprayer. Here, I'll show you. Just a regular compression sprayer. So I will put 1 gallon of, it says warm water, in here, 4 ounces of the concentrate, and then it just says work from the house outwards on a radius. And so the house for us is the RV. So I moved a bunch of stuff out from underneath the RV. So I'm going to spray underneath there, spray the underside and stuff of the RV, and then I'm going to work my way away from the RV kind of in a circle pattern. The way that I heated up some water, because I didn't want to go inside and use the stove, is I just used, I think you can see it behind me there, is the Instant Pot. Just warmed it up with one of the settings. So I'm going to go ahead and start mixing that stuff. So 1 gallon of warm water, 4 ounces or more, a little bit more is better, they say, of the concentrate. Shake it, mix it until it's a white liquid, and then spray from house outward. This is a 32 ounce concentrate, and supposedly it will cover 20,000 square feet. I hope I have that right. I think it's 20,000. If I'm wrong, I'll put it down in a little comment down here. So anyway, this is not a paid promotion. I've never used this stuff before. I'm excited about trying it because it uses some of the same oils that we've been using, we've had success with. Oh, the good thing also about this is it's safe for animals and for gardens because it's essential oils, cedar wood, and some other stuff. It's actually okay. You can spray and play, they say. So there's no harm for livestock, for dogs, I think you're supposed to keep it away from cats though. And it's okay for spraying around gardens. So if it gets any misting and stuff around the gardens, it's not going to hurt your gardens. And they do have an indoor version of this stuff. I didn't buy it. I thought I could use this stuff indoors, but you can't. This is too heavily concentrated, and it's not what they say pH balanced for skin contact necessarily, for long-term skin contact. So there's an indoor one that I'm probably going to buy to spray inside so we can get rid of any ticks and fleas and stuff that are possibly inside the house, because there's been 3 nights that I've laid down in bed and a tick crawled on me. So that's not cool. That's why I bought this stuff. So I'm going to work now. I'm going to get this going, spray, and then we're going to move the sheep. Whoa, look who we have.
Hi! I'm off the computer. Fresh air. Real light.
Oh, man.
That was a long day.
I bet.
Oh.
You ready to move some sheep?
I am.
You like my fencing?
Your fencing is awesome.
You like my
I like the yellow ones.
I like the yellow stepping post too.
Yeah. It looks very bumblebee-like. Black and yellow and some white.
Yeah.
We have a gate.
I know.
I'm so excited.
And I even kept a little turnaround spot. So we could still,
oh yeah.
That's what that's for.
I was wondering what that was.
Mm-hmm. And visitors and whatever. Okay, I think the plan is going to be...
Just don't park too close, you're going to get shot.
The plan's going to be, I'm going to disengage their fence.
Okay.
And maybe take... I think they'll go underneath
They're ready.
it. Oh, they're very ready. They've been wanting out.
They're like, we have no food. Give us
I've
food.
I've been giving them food. They're fine. So let's go get a scoop of alfalfa. And, we're peeing. And I'm going to turn off the fence.
Okay.
And then we'll just lure them and we'll go in that way.
We'll just walk them across?
Walk them across.
All right, so we'll have that gate already open.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me get the camera ready, and then we'll get a scoop, and then we'll get the...
You get the camera ready, I'll get a scoop.
But don't get them all excited yet.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll try. I'll be very incognito scooping.
They're gonna hear you.
You're very quiet. Get the scoop.
Are the dogs going inside the truck?
Yeah, let's put them in the truck to be on the safe side.
All right, come on, Kinsley and Floyd. Come on. Come on, ladies. Oh, we like that. Oh, we like that.
Come on, Blanche.
Come on, ladies.
Come on. Let's go, let's go.
Uh-oh, here we go. Come on, ladies.
Look at the green grass.
Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. You like that a lot. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Come on, ladies.
It's not that good.
Come on. Come on, ladies.
Bah!
Come on, ladies.
Sheep, sheep.
Yes, they don't want to go under the fence.
That's what I was thinking.
Come on, ladies.
They're scared of it because it shocks them. Just like the piggies were.
Yeah. Come on. Come on, ladies.
I think that also is familiar with me.
Yeah.
Come on.
I wonder if they'd go over it. Come on, ladies.
We can try. Let's go over it this way. What if we put a board over it? I think they have them. Oh, that looks safe. That looks safe. Come on.
Come on, ladies.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so good.
Come on.
Come on, ladies.
Come on.
Come on, ladies. Oh, they're just going to get the grass right there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, ladies. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, I can't make any loud noises.
You can't laugh. Don't laugh at them.
All right, here, ladies. We're trying to get the sheep used to Katie. Oh, now they're coming back this way. Okay. All right, well, they sniffed Katie. Now they're like, okay, well, she's not too bad. She smells nice. Come on. Let's go. We got this. Come on. Come on, ladies. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. There's so much more over here. Don't go for the small stuff. There's big stuff behind me. Come on. Come on, ladies. There we go. Come on. Come on, ladies. Oh. You're eating the small stuff. That's not the stuff you want. I promise you. There's so much more over here. That's good. Oh, oh, oh. Oh.
I've got the other two coming towards you.
Alright, okay. Come on, ladies.
Now I just need to get Blanche.
She'll come.
Will she?
Come on, ladies. There's more over here. Come on. Right here. They're just eating all the foliage right here. All the green stuff they're just eating.
They don't realize that they
Yep. They don't realize that we want them behind the gate,
Yeah.
not in front of the gate.
Yep. Try to. I wonder if you put if you threw some of the food in there, if they'd be excited for it. Do they like the foliage better than the alfalfa?
Yep. All right, got all 3 in.
Okay. Go, Lance. Over there, your friends are over there.
All right, we got 3 of them in the pen. Katie's struggling with getting the 4th one. There we go. We're all in. I gotta turn the fence on, but all right. Well, that was fun.
We did it! We officially scared sheep into the next paddock.
Yes, we did. Our first time moving sheep. Success!
Success! They ran this way, the way they were supposed to. We have to get them more used to me because right now I'm just the thing that scares them, so I don't want that to be the case. We'll start working with them a lot more when I'm off work and training them to harness, training them to, you know, be able to move them easily or just get them to trust us more and follow us with food.
Yeah.
The next one will be much easier.
Yep, there's a gate already in place, so it's just a quick move at the gate of these 2 wires and they can go to the next spot. Took them less than 5 days to clear that past that area paddock that they're in. This one is a lot more.
Yes.
So we'll check back in a week. I mean, we'll watch them daily, but we'll show you back in a week the progress.
Yeah, and it's a good mixture of pasture and brambles and leaves, so it'll give us a good idea of how much they eat when they have the option of pasture or the option of leaves, and to kind of see what they went to. Immediately they went to leaves on a tree, and then now they're eating the grass and the pasture. So I think it's also going to be a good test because as we move them, they're going to have mixtures of where there's a lot of grass and not a lot of brambles, but then they're also going to have where there's a lot of brambles and not a lot of grass.
Yep.
So every paddock is going to be a little bit different. So I think it'll be interesting to see their tastes and where they go. What do they call it? Like the ice cream versus, you know, the
liver,
the peas.
Yeah.
The thing I always left off the plate.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's exciting. We were successful.
Yep.
We did it.
Yep. They went 100 feet or so from their old paddock to this paddock. It took them a little coaxing to get over, but we did it. They could have gone
any which way and we could have lost them.
Yes. Yeah.
In our crazy yard, but we didn't.
Yeah. I mean, our property is fenced 100%. Doesn't mean that there's not holes in the fence. So they would have stayed in the property, but it would have been really hard
to find them and get them back. So, success.
Success. We did it.
We did it.
Good job, babe. So, first time moving sheep. It was a success. A little harder. No, it's about as hard as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Awesome.
And we do have a really cool episode coming up next. We have a special visitor coming tomorrow, which we've been waiting for
several. We had to postpone it because of my business travel. So he was supposed to come out and then my travel came, so we had to postpone it almost 3 full weeks.
Yep.
So we're excited.
We're excited about it. So make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, so when that video comes out, you know you guys can watch it.
And give us a thumbs up.
Oh yeah, thumbs up. Bye,
Thanks
everybody.
everyone. Bye.
Bye. What do you girls think, huh? Hey ladies, what do you think? This is so good.